Yeah. Twins pod. Hey, what do you think about when you think of black culture, what do you think?
Like rap music?
That's a trick question.
Like rap
If I was
music?
you, I was like, I'll pass on that question. No, I'm just like getting a perspective from somebody that's not black. I have a perspective on black people.
Yeah.
And I think, hold on, let me do some talking. When I think of black culture, I think of the subculture within the black community. The ratchet, the ghetto, the uneducated, the ignorant, the loud, the obnoxious. That's what I think of. Because there's so many 95% of them vote for Democrats. That should tell you something. That's no other demographic in this country votes for one party.
And we have stereotypes for a reason. Like when I come across a person, Asian, first thing that pops, this dude's real good at math.
Yeah, he's
smart.
smart.
I am good at math.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, of course.
See?
I'm Asian.
We got stereotypes for a reason. Right? You know?
I mean, like example, your culture,
Yeah.
I don't see homeless Asian people. I don't see Asian gangs like taking over like cities. I mean, I just don't see that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
So-
when I see Latinos, I think hard workers, family, good family.
I think of black people. I think of they pull in a race car 24/7.
I think of degeneracy.
So when I was in high school, I went to high school in Ohio. And the school I went to, Ohio, was maybe 3 Asian kids in my grade. The school was 4,000 kids, so 1,000 kids per grade. There was 3 Asian kids.
school.
And
Did you feel oppressed?
of course. And majority white and maybe 10% black.
Right.
So being the minority, I hung out with all the black kids. And at that time, I remember when Jackie Chan did a movie with Chris Tucker. I was like, yes, finally. right? And I listened to a lot of Wu-Tang Clan, and they watch a lot of Kung Fu movies. Like, yeah, I like Wu-Tang Clan because they watch Kung Fu movies.
Right.
Right? So there was a certain respect for black culture at that time because they were really setting the trend on what culture was. They were pushing the envelope, and even all the white kids were doing all the black things.
Right.
And then Eminem came around and then ruined it for everybody. But until then, there were black people were setting the trend and whatever's going on.
That's a long time ago. It seems like now.
It does, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
You know what's
totally
crazy
changed.
about black culture? Everything you see in modern society, everything's been touched by black culture. Music, everything, movies, the things we use, inventions. Everything's at, sports. Black people did a lot of good in this country. It's like recently it's just black people just took a turn for the worst.
Yeah, I mean, every time, if there's a hierarchy of peoples in the world and within the United States that are responsible for slavery, if you have white people and black people, because it depends on who you ask, white people, black people, Hispanic people, really.
No, it's this. You got it wrong. Jews, then white people.
At
Then black people dead last.
Well, no, dead last is Asian people.
Yeah.
We weren't even here.
Okay.
Right? Not here, not a part of it at all whatsoever. But every time that a white cop beats a black guy, black people are burning Asian businesses. Like, why?
Yeah.
We weren't even a part of it.
You
not
that
even here
community
yet.
providing a service to them. when
Not
they burn
even
your
here
business.
yet. Had nothing to do with this.
Right.
So that kind of is one of those things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about black people some more. What do you think about Tariq Hill? Who? Tariq Hill. The football player.
the incident
Got pulled
with-
over.
Oh, yeah.
That was so. If
All
he'd
right.
have just kept his. I'm
Now,
gonna get your take. Yeah.
If I was Tariq Hill's friend and I pulled up and I saw my buddy sitting on the ground with the cops over him, I would have got out of the car too. Right? Regardless if I'm supposed to or I'm supposed to not, my
Right.
buddy's on the ground and the cops are there, I'm going to go try to help. And maybe I'll get in trouble, maybe I won't. So I think that was weird that they really went after him. As far as Tariq Hill, like, open the window.
Right.
At the same time, the cop, it was overly aggressive. You didn't have
Right.
to do that.
Right.
So I think it's really sad because it was a situation that could have been easily avoided by both sides.
Right.
I think both sides could have done better.
It was a clash of egos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither side wanted to give, and it could have been completely avoided.
Right.
Yeah.
If a cop pulls you over for speeding and you have your window up, he knocks on your window, what's the first thing you're going to say when he knocks on your window?
Hell no.
You're going to get your ass dragged out of the car. Dang, you're going to
Hell
get that
no.
out of his car if you don't open
Hell
his window.
no. Hell no.
Yeah, whenever I get pulled over by the cops, I'm thinking, how can I make this go as smooth as
course.
possible?
Right.
And I'm just polite, cordial. I give the cop whatever he wants, my license, registration. I just make it smooth as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the way I've always handled it. And you know what? I've never been dragged out of my car and put on my face and just subjected what they subjected to.
I've gotten a lot of speeding tickets. A lot. And I've never had a bad experience with a cop. Never. I
got the
never did
tickets.
this. I never did any of that.
If you're a white girl, they will let you go.
Oh, they let me go now.
Like, you know how many tickets I got of? They pulled me over. They come in the car. Hogs twins. What the fuck? Dude, slow down. Hold up. Let me take a selfie real quick. All right, man. Y'all keep fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
But I just think if the person who's in the car, if they just polite, if you flex on a cop,
Yeah.
what cop's not going to flex on you back?
Yeah.
They got all the power. So why you flexing?
I've been pulled over when I was in the military. They let me go because I was in uniform. And I've been pulled over by cops for speeding, and I just was nice and cordial with them, and they let me go, just give me a warning. I don't understand this whole, this perspective from black people that they're scared of the police. That's all a lie, and they're lying to every black
If
person
you're
in
scared
the
of the
country.
police, why you flexing on them?
Yeah. Yeah, Tariq, yeah, exactly. If you so
It's all
scared of
bullshit.
the police,
That's
why
what
you-
I'm talking about. Black culture. It's so detrimental to them and all of society for that point.
Then, okay, how do you fix that? How do you fix that detrimental and degradation of black culture? What do you guys think?
Well, Democrats indoctrinate the black people to think and behave in a certain way. They teach them to be to victimize themselves.
But isn't
think
that
that they're
kind
less
of
than.
a cop out to say that the government is indoctrinating at the same time? That's also saying we want the government to help it and fix it.
I think
Do you think that's a cop out?
A little
Black
bit.
people. What do you think's the root cause of that?
I think it's big government.
Yeah, I think
black
it's thinking
people
that
are-
the government can affect change, or thinking that the government can indoctrinate, and also thinking that the government can fix. I think the reality is that we need to realize that the government can help or hurt us, that they're supposed to be there just to manage and oversee basic things, and stop letting them meddle in our lives.
Right.
I think it's a family thing. I think we need to get back
family.
into family structure.
I think it's like when kids go to high school nowadays, the majority of classes we're taking is just stupid. I think one class a person should take, every race, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, or whatever, but you should, the importance of family, single mothers, how detriment that could be to society, the importance of having a father in the home. Everybody should take courses in this because people are so naive to this issue, and then when you try to bring it up, people try to say, oh, you're doing this in bad faith because you hate black people. No, that's the main cause to why black people are failing in this country. They are dead last. They always say there's a wage gap between black and white, but they fail to say there's a wage gap between black and everybody else. We're like dead last. Even black people earn less than immigrants to come in this country, you know? And it's just like the Democrats don't tell people that because they want them to be dependent on the government.
Yeah, I mean,
Welfare families.
the way the current system is that the federal government has the most power and the household has the least power. Actually, it has to be complete opposite.
Right.
The household has to have the most power. It has to be the most important thing. It has to dictate everything about your life. And the federal government should have the least amount of power.
Right.
And we're just completely upside down. I think we just have to flip that back.
Right.
And really focus on families, on how you're treating your
How do
family.
you flip that back though, especially in the black community? When everything's the black community is set up to fail. It's in our music, it's in the Democrats' politics, it's in our TV shows.
It's in our churches.
And like the
Yes.
black community does not point out his behavior that instigated the entire situation. Of course, the cops are out of line, but you're flexing on the cops. When two egos come together, who's going to win? Whoever has the most power. His behavior that day comes from the system that's making black people think and victimize themselves.
Yeah. And then on the other side, Tariq Hill, he did an interview talking about, I want that cop gone. I want him fired. It's like, oh my God, this dude's a Cuban American. Dude sounds like an immigrant from his accent. He came here from a communist country. He's probably got kids. He's probably got a wife. Black people are so narcissistic. Nah, he needs to go.
He's putting his life on the line
Yeah.
each and every day.
While he
when
go
you put on a uniform.
plays football and earns millions of dollars. Like there's a narcissism in black men it makes me sick to my stomach. And Tariq Hill is the textbook definition of that. I saw the interview. I was so pissed. He didn't take any responsibility for that whole incident.
I mean, I think you said it, is that they're getting it from the music, they're getting it from the TV shows, they're getting it from the culture. And the reality is that there has to be a movement to just turn that stuff off.
Right.
they would stop making that content if people stopped consuming that content.
They love it though, so
You know?
they're fucked. Next topic. Hey y'all, time is running out and election day is almost here. Make sure you and everyone you know is registered to vote. Yeah, and do me a favor, make sure you actually vote this time. Yeah, get out and vote. Yeah, we need all hands on deck for this one. And the fake news is going to try to mislead us with fake polls and stuff. Yeah. But if y'all want an objective look at who's winning this race, which is constantly being updated in real time by the odds makers, y'all need to go to mybookie.ag. Yeah, MyBookie is the best place to bet on all kinds of things. Sports, fighting, racing, even politics. MyBookie gives you all the best information, stats and all, so you can make smart bets. So you can actually win some cash. I haven't made a few bucks on UFC the week on MyBookie. Yeah. Maybe y'all can get lucky too. Yeah, you was lucky. I was really lucky. Because of MyBookie. Yeah. Because you suck. Go to mybookie.ag right now, and if you sign up and use code TWINS, you can get double on your first deposit. Double the first deposit? Get double on your first deposit. Yeah.